Magic. You missed all of that. Was great, wasn't it?
It was amazing, eh?
Oh, right. So I have to do it all again. I have to do it all again. What I want to wish you all is an amazing grand rising, love and light to everybody and all you blessed beings. I am so pleased you are here. And if you ever hear me talking like that in PM, you know it's not me. There are a lot of people copying my Instagram account and reaching out to everybody who follows them on my followers list, asking for readings and saying things like love and light and grand rising, and they will even ask you for your favorite fruit. It's not me. I've not been kidnapped and using some strange code to try and get you to rescue me. So please don't follow these people, report them immediately. I'm going to put everybody on now. Now I've said my piece. I'm sorry, everybody. Yes, I left my mic off just to make it more. Everybody's mic's off. It's going to be the Toni show today. Wait a minute. There we go. So we do
we can do it now.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody?
Doing well.
Brant here as well. We're really pleased he managed to join us for it as well.
Yes, ma'am. I made it just in the nick of time.
We've not done this in a while, so it's really about time. So before everybody, if you want to put in comments whatever read you would like to have, write your question in the comments and we will go through all of them one by one, giving you answers from Lenormand, Gypsy, Tarot, Beline. Brant, what do you have with you today?
Well, I always got my Gypsy and my Gypsy Witch, but today I wanted to do this one, La Facila Sibilla Regionale.
Ooh.
It's Italian playing cards basically, but it has each playing card has has a playing card insert and a picture.
Oh yeah, I've got that one.
Yeah, it's really fun. So there's some cards that are really hard to read at first. Yeah, but it has a lot of very specific people cards. So in a lot of ways, it's like Kipper.
Yeah, that's what I thought when Sevilla.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Maria, what you got?
This one has 40 cards. The funny thing about Italian, the La Vera Sibilla is 52 cards, and it's based on the French suited cards. But in Italy, all their decks have 40 cards. The suits may be different. There are certain regions in Italy that use the French suits and others that use the Spanish suits.
Yeah.
And the German, but they always have 40 cards. Usually the 3 face cards and then ace through 7. So each suit has 10 cards. But it's really strange that this La Vera Sibilla is 52 cards, and that's like Italy's main deck, but their playing cards are 40 cards. So I guess to me, this deck is like more of the homey, I don't know, everyday.
Something you need to teach, obviously.
I
like how I always get that in. I wanted to say a couple of people who have asked questions and we can't see your name. You're coming up as Facebook user. I'll tell you the questions. If you put your name and the question afterwards, we can answer it for you. For example, is the project going to finally settle our lawsuit? Please put your name and that question after it. And another one saying, look forward to a reading my career, husband's career. If you put your name and then the question after it. Thank you everybody for joining. Hello, I can see you all. Thank you very much. Maria, what are you playing with today?
So I have Tarot Vintage today. It's brand new. I got it yesterday, and I have my Beline Oracle.
Yay.
And for freeze as well, which is why I am here in the dark because it's awful. Like seriously.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Maria's going to be teaching Berlin.
Yes.
Do you have a date?
Do I what?
Have a date for that?
Yeah, as soon as I finish uploading the videos. If you go to Teachable, like actually the thing is done. I just have to upload the videos. So very, very soon.
Excellent. Can't wait for that. I like my Berlin deck. I'll get that out as well. We have a lot of new courses coming up. James got Ogum. I've got a few, haven't I? I'm teaching in Chinese as well, if there's anybody out there who is interested in an interpreted Chinese course. Okay, we've got loads of questions, everybody. Are we all up and ready for a good reading session?
Yeah. You betcha.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Then the first one is we'll use LJ. Will LJ move within 2 years? I'm thinking what systems you're using. Do you want to say that again? Carol? And I'll have a look at the next one. Love and light, Sue. Gina says, thank you for the heads up, but really thinking of you saying those things is hysterical. I actually really love the what's your favorite fruit. I actually might start asking that question when people come for a reading. What's your favorite fruit?
What's your favorite dinosaur? That's better.
Yeah, what is your favorite dinosaur? Do you have a favorite dinosaur, Maria?
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure what the name is in English. It's the I mean the one that has like the triangle head.
Triceratops.
Triceratops, yeah, exactly. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, that one.
I like the Parasaurolophus.
That was my nephew's favorite.
It was Lloyd's too.
When he was, Polysauropoulos, when he was a kid, he literally learned how to read looking at dinosaur books, and he's like 3 years old saying all these dinosaur names. That was his thing.
Like that too. I potty trained him with dinosaurs. Anyway, Jane,
how did it happen? I want to know more.
Will LJ move within 2 years?
So I've done a few shuffles and seen what was coming through, and it seems that you really need to have a determination in the actual move itself, but what you're looking for in a move. And what's coming through more is the property that you're going to be moving to. So you're going to have to be kind of, I feel like you might be a little bit rigid in what you want now. You might need to be more focused in that sense. You're going to have to really kind of have that determination to be finding that kind of home that's going to create that stability that it is that you're actually looking for. And in some aspects, you might be feeling like you're going into it as a bit of a leap of faith. It could be somewhere that you're actually not expecting to go to. So it could be that you're looking in a different area or a different kind of state, county, whatever, as to what you've been previously looking. It could be somewhere out with a different town as to where you've been viewing. But when I pulled the actual time frame for it, I would say that within the 2 years might not be. I would say that more specifically, you're looking, I would say, because I've actually pulled a specific timing for it. So you're going to be about within 2 years, and 2 years, 11 months and 5 days, you will find your property. You might have signed and be moved in by that day.
Magic.
That's precise.
Yeah. Brant, do you want to take finances?
Yeah, sure.
And Maria, let me have a look. The next one. Deb, you are welcome. Laura Ann asks, will Lenormand be part of my mediumship professional practice? Do you want to take that, Maria?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
That's
so
4.
Deb, I don't have a timeline. I could say, will my finances improve? And the cards will say, yeah, but that could happen like 10 years from now. So let's just ask, will your finances improve by the end of the year? And that gives us about 6 months to look at. And I'll just see, will Deb's finances improve by the end of the year? So, all right. The first card we got is Tears. The second card we got is Journey. And the next one is Jealousy. So while I think that for the first part, things are going to, you're coming from a place of stress right now. I think things are going to change, and while it might not be a huge improvement, and you may feel that others may be doing better off than you, I definitely think that you'll be, in the next 6 months, you will move away from that. How about that?
All right. Laura Ann, of course, you can share the video, no problem. Maria, you are up.
Yes, I've got a few cards here from the Berlin Oracle for Lorraine, and what I see is that this is going to be a very useful tool for you in your mediumship practice, once that you are able to find exactly how that fits into what you are doing. I see that it's going to require some trial and error, and to be willing to maybe make mistakes for the sake of understanding how this tool works for you at its best. But once that you get the hang of it, and if you persist in using that, I see that it can become an integral part of your mediumship practice. So that's a yes.
Yay, we like yeses.
Yay.
They like yeses. I'm actually going on Facebook to see if I can see some names, which Garth says he likes plesiosaur the best. They're the water ones, aren't they? The plesiosaurs. Okay, so I can see questions on everywhere now. I will do Bobby. Jane, will you do Lisa Negus?
She's asked several questions.
That one.
Love life for the rest of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then we have a Facebook user. So we have Sumed. Brant, how would Sumed's personal life in the week ahead look?
Okay.
I'll do Bobby first before everyone. Maria, if you do Yasna's work by the end of the year, she's got a permanent job. She works at a court.
Okay.
I'm doing Bobby. How does Bobby's interest feel about her?
You're welcome, Laura.
So, Bobby, when it comes to your love interest, excuse me, he is actually very interested in you. He's also sees a lot of worth in you. He sees a value of you being in his life. You may find that he's coming forward with more and more offers of doing things together. And It's probably a friendship that blossoms into more. But he is a really nice guy, someone who has a lot of integrity about him. And he does indeed see you as somebody who's important in his life. He may have had issues in the past of his own that he'll bring to the table at some stage. But in general, he's a really nice guy who is interested in you. Yay! A good love read. Woohoo! Okay, Brant, you're next, then Maria, then Jane.
Okay, so I'm doing Gypsy Witch, and I got the Railroad, the Heart, and the Bride. So this message is telling me that you may be going on a trip or visiting some place that you have always wanted to visit, or something like that. The Bride in Gypsy Witch is, I mean, it's very sexist when we really think about it, but it's like that's supposed to be the woman's ultimate thing, is to get happily married ever, live happily ever after. That's like the goal. So the bride meaning is fulfillment of your highest aims. So yeah, I think you're gonna go to some place that you have probably always wanted to, or maybe you're gonna make, if we take the literal journey interpretation out and just say you're gonna be making a change that you've always wanted to make. If we're talking about personal life, I don't know. I kind of think you might be going to visit someplace this week.
That's nice, isn't it? Maria, you're up next.
Yay, we are very optimistic today.
Aren't we?
Yeah. So this was for Jasmine, right?
Sorry, I wasn't. Jane was whispering in my ear. What was that?
I was saying that this is for Jasmine, right?
Yes, I couldn't remember
Okay.
who you were reading for, because I
Yeah.
gave out the readings and then didn't think.
Okay, so about this position, what I like is that it seems to be a long-term thing, and something that you can count on for the foreseeable future. And what I see is that it is in your best interest to maybe stay close to those who are above you in in the workplace, because what I see is that there is a man here who can give you news about giving you a different position. It would be like something within where you are, but it could relocate you, or it could somewhat improve your circumstances at the workplace. There is a positive change coming here by the hand of a man. And what I see is that even if there are certain people that are not too much to your liking, or if there is there are situations at work that are not too pleasant for you, it is worth sticking next to the right people for what it can do for you later on, so that this is something temporary, so that you have to go through this unpleasantness, or this even being a bit false, let's say, until you can be in a better position from where you are now. So it's about being a bit strategic at work, and maybe sucking up a bit of the things that you don't really like, with the long-term goal in mind. But it looks like it's going to be it's a job that lasts, and that there are opportunities there for you.
Yay!
Yay!
Another decent one.
Can I give you a reading now? I've been waiting to do.
Who are you reading for?
I'm
love?
reading for Lisa Negus. She's asking about her love life for the rest of the year.
Okay. And how's it looking?
So Lisa, it seems like you're going to be spending a significant amount of time this year actually going forth, actually look and try to make decisions about what it is you want, and whether you're in a relationship at this time or whether you're actually looking for one. You're looking at what it is that you actually want from a relationship. You're looking at what directions you want to take. You're actually looking to be planning for the long term. You're kind of fed up of that kind of dipping your toe in and out, or others not giving you quite as much as what you'll be expecting from them, and it's caused you to actually do a lot of reflection within yourself. If you're in a relationship at the moment, what's really was strongly coming through is that although you might have a strong affinity, if not feeling love for them, and if it's somebody that, if you're not in a relationship, it's going to be somebody coming across your path who you do feel like there's a potential for love with. However, there's a very strong control element within that. It could be somebody from your work or somebody that you work alongside, but it's going to be something that will actually be quite explosive if it was to actually go on. From that, there'll be a lot of back and forth with it. The communication will be quite fiery. It is something that by the end of this year, you will be walking out of this year single, whether or not you're in a relationship at this point or not, you will be ending the year feeling very abundant, but very independent and single with that also.
Hey.
Hey.
Not bull anymore, or if it's new, she's not taking any bull from anybody anymore.
Nice.
Isn't it?
What's that deck, Jane?
I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale.
Oh.
You don't like the Page of Swords in it, but the rest of them are absolutely amazing.
What do you say?
You don't understand us anyway. What's the point of speaking, Maria?
Jane, I need to get used to your accent every time. It requires an adaptation process. I need 10 minutes of listening to you every time before I understand.
So I'll do Elizabeth and whether the project is finally going to settle the lawsuit.
I'd really like to do Laura Ann. She on my next question, because
I've not seen it
she's
yet.
asked for a time frame, so I would like to give another time specific
Okay.
for her.
Elizabeth, is the project going to finally settle our lawsuit? Had to let Freya out.
Gutted, Maria, that you can't understand me properly. You've not spoken to me for so long. That's what it is.
I speak to you, just not on the phone or audibly. I need to warm my ear.
I'll have to start recording voice notes instead for you.
Yes, please, so that I don't forget from one time to the next.
So Elizabeth, before there is a settlement, there's actually going to be another bump in the road. You've probably had some bumps in the road already, and it's really going to hit you again before there is some kind of settlement coming towards the end. The answer is right now it's not coming immediately, but it will down the road. So you have to get this bump out of the way before, but then you will actually get your settlement in because you've got the cards for successful business, etc. It's just that you're going to feel like it's not coming in beforehand, but eventually it actually will settle. Let's see what else. So you do Laura Ann,
Nice.
and I'll
Look
see
at my
what.
cat.
We've got
She's
one.
taking more and more and more space progressively.
Is that the one you shaved? Is that the one?
Yeah, but she has hair again. And she's taking like more space, like softly. She's like expanding here on the table.
Okay, let me just dole a couple more out so everybody knows what we're doing. I've done that one. Oh, this is great. Great question, Karen. Karen says, I'm getting new roller skates. Will I be happiest with brand S or brand R? You want to take that, brand?
Sure.
And
More happy with brand S or brand R?
Maria Maria, if you do die roll, it says, hello, is it possible to know if I could do my naturopathy courses in Switzerland?
What was that for?
I'll put it there, make it easy.
Biro, okay.
But Jane's do it. Jane, Brandt, then Maria. Go ahead.
So Laura, I've asked for a time frame, so I've asked specific for times of when you're going to be working professionally as a reader and leaving your 9-to-5 job. I would say that you're going to be, within 3 months, you're going to be working solidly as a professional reader. You might still have to dip in and out, but I'd say more than anything, your hours of your 9-to-5 job will be reduced more than anything. And I'd say practically within, 4 months' time, you will be working as a professional reader and not needing that 9-to-5 job in that aspect. But it is something that you might need to be mindful that you might have to kind of supplement your earnings as a reader from time to time with other work.
Cool. Brandt, you're up.
Okay, this is pretty clear to me. So I'm using the Fatima Oracle. It's a 32-card Lenormand variant. So for the first brand, I got Tower, Mice, and there's no Clover, but there's a Violets. And the Violets, it kind of uses the language of flowers interpretation, where it's something you don't want to associate yourself with. The other brand, I got Lily, Heart, and Sun. So I think the second brand you will be absolutely most happy with. So another, just by looking at it, I kind of get the idea that the first brand, it might not exactly have the right size. I feel like they'd be pinching. You get that little mouse up there pinching at your toes. But I think you'll be really happy with the second brand for your roller skates. I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key.
Magic.
Harvester.
Is that just the English version? Go on, Maria, you're up.
Okay, so this was for die roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I see is that it's going to take you longer than expected to find a place to in which you can like study your courses and that fulfills your expectations or that like checks your boxes. I see that it is worth waiting, and even if you cannot do it for what I can see, probably not this year because it seems like a bit of a more long-term thing, but it looks like something that's worth waiting for in order to get the best education that you can in this aspect. I see that you need to choose carefully, and that in this case it would be better, or it would give you best results to go with options that might be a bit more pricey but prestigious, because what I see is that this can help you attract a kind of clientele that is going to help your business if you intend to use this professionally. And what I see is that even if that means that you have to wait longer to take this, it is going to be absolutely worth it. So yes, it's going to be possible to do it in Switzerland, but in a time frame that's longer than what you had in mind.
Cool. Karen, yes, it is Maria who's putting together Berlin.
Yes, I am.
Is there anyone that... Wait, we've got... what about that one? Or that one? Got lots of questions. I am doing a work read.
You're welcome, Dave.
Whichever.
I can't find it anymore. I can't find it anymore.
I'll do the second one.
Okay, I'm doing Angel Carlson Fedic. Can I get a work reading for the next 6 months? The cards we have out are actually a real mixed bag. We have some real satisfaction in the workplace, but then it's coupled with a almost like an unsurety about where the future is going. You have some really big changes and really big decisions regarding changes. I would say you've even got offers coming in for new workplaces, and you are really trying to decide which way or which future career is the best for you. There is an advice actually to choose the business type rather than the company. So really choose a type of business that's going to suit your career or allow your career to grow, rather than choosing the better company. So when it comes to the choices, really try and think about which one actually will lead to the most expansion for you as a person, rather than looking to the most stable company in that aspect. But there are huge changes coming in really, really quickly. And like I say, possible offers or choices between career paths for you. And by the end of the 6 months, you are in a really good position, a real almost successful position within your choice of careers. And you're looking forward to the future from there on in. Who you doing?
So Monica asked if she could have a reading for the next 6 months on the possibility of reading a relationship with a special man that she's known. And I would say that actually you've got to kind of have a bit of lightheartedness. So at the moment, you really need to be starting to take it a lot more lighthearted. Otherwise, you're going to have some real anxieties, really bringing themselves up as to questioning, you know, what the potential is and that. And the actual friendship will start then, in that essence, to become more of a burden. So I would say keep it light, keep it easy at the time being. Actually realise what it is that you're worth. You just see all of the positive attributes that you have that make you, you know, relationship material in that sense. And it's actually just a matter of just sitting back and kind of waiting, allowing things to just flow naturally, you know, go where it takes you. But I would say as well, in the essence, you know, you've got to be prepared to have a lot of give and take. And whether in the past it's something that's not always been the case, maybe there's just been that little bit more, you know, too much of one, or not enough from the other, for example. But I'd say it's about keeping it balanced, keeping it kind of like, be patient, take things slow, don't go rushing into anything, have a lot of fun, just enjoy each other's company, enjoy each other's friendship, allow things to actually grow in an organic manner. And from that, something that, if it's something that's going to grow, it's going to come across in that way, simply. But if it tries to be pushed in any way, it's going to actually affect the friendship in a detrimental way and become more of a burden, actually, than it is something to be enjoyed.
Cool. Brant, do you want to take Sue Wilkinson? How will a Northwest trip work out for us in the next 3 months? And then Maria, this one, Lisa Negus, what type of legal battle?
Okay.
Okay, so the first card that I got is birds, and that's our annoyances and stuff that gets in the way. The next card I got was house. That's your home and where you're at. And the next card I got was Sphinx. Sphinx is like the book in Lenormand. It's revelations and stuff like that. So I'm going to say there are going to be some annoyances or stuff that you're going to have to take care of at home, and you may not be able to make that trip in the next 3 months like you had planned. there might be some surprises at home to take care of.
Wow. You have to let us know, Sue. Maria, you're up next.
Yes, so I've forgotten the name of who I was. Lisa, yeah. So Lisa, actually, I have a super positive spread here. Actually, I have like two of the really good cards showing up here, and what I see is that, well, there might be several open fronts that you can have during the year. I see that even if things look like they could grow into a legal issue, they are either settled before or they don't gain enough traction to actually turn into a legal battle. So for what I can see, at least for the remainder of the year, is that there is not going to be a legal issue that you need to be worried about, and that if there is something of this nature, it is going to resolve entirely in your favor. So it's not something that I would be too worried about, at least for the remainder of the year, which is the time that we were asking about.
Cool. All right. I didn't listen, obviously.
You never do.
It could have been a really bad reading, and I just went, cool.
Yeah, you were like, yay!
I did say to Elise that she was going to be feeling very abundant and very single by the end of the year.
True. Okay. Emily from Heidelberg would like to know what your next career path will be. Your next career path is something that you know about already, whether you admit it to yourself or not. It's very much related to what you used to do. It's in a very similar line to what you are used to doing. We have some cards that show a grouping, so almost like marketing conferences, etc., or just working with a lot of people, and it's one that you've thought about for a really long time, and it's something that you've actually tried. You may feel that you're a little naive in this line of work, but actually it's going to be one that you really go for. It's going to help a lot of people, and it also makes you feel good about yourself. So it's a real good feeling, and you know what it is already. You just haven't really jumped into it too much yet. Okay. Does anyone have one that I've given you already? I don't think
Did you
so.
point one out at me?
Oh, I can't remember now. It's gone. Brant, for you?
Should we plan on selling our house soon and relocating? Okay, guys, I don't like to do the should type of questions, but I can look at what will happen if you sell your house soon and relocate, or I can look at the probability.
That's a good one.
Of you selling your house and relocating. All right, well, let's do that then. So show me the probability of, what was my questioner's name again?
Ron and Jack Carter.
Okay, Ron and Jack Carter.
Maria, if you do the one after that, not Gunshi. I've been having dreams of what I believe to be a future love interest, but there appears to be some toxic undertones. Any insights for me?
Okay. Name of that querent?
Not Gunshi.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I found her.
Not gun shy.
Oh.
What happened?
I said it wrong. I didn't get it. Let's do that one. That is
Okay.
weird.
So this is what I got for you. I got Gypsy Witch here. I got Scythe, Coffin, and Star. So I think that it's going to be very risky for you, but you just might pull it off. That's what I got. As far as being able to sell the house and move, I think it's very risky for you. And you know, with the coffin and the side there, like I said, it's a very risky proposition. But the star at the end, it gives you the hope that, yeah, you know, you just might pull it off and escape the danger. So I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. Things are too crazy in the world today. I don't know about where Ron and Jacques are at, but in the United States, things like interest rates and everything is just going up so much. It's insane. Even building materials for my dad. We got this this dog about 2.5 months ago, and they literally just put the fence in last week. We're getting the yard fenced in because they just didn't have the materials. They couldn't get a hold of them.
Yeah.
But so anyways, I think it's very risky. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it. But you know, the cards seem to show that there's still a chance that you might come out on top with the star ending it. So
Cool.
I don't know if it'd be worth all that stress. Is where I'm coming from.
Yeah, somebody says that we skipped that question. If you put it again in the things, StreamYard jumps up and down. So we sometimes don't see them as they come in. Maria, did I give you someone?
Yes, I am with Not Gonshi and her dreams about a potential new love interest. And what I see about these dreams is that this is kind of your, I mean, it has more to do with your subconscious reviewing the lessons that you have gone through in your relationship lately, more than this is a kind of prophetic dream. So I see that this is more as a preparation of your subconscious mind, kind of making you more aware or more alert against those toxic traits that you mentioned. I see that this is so that what you have learned about that can like properly settle, and you can react in time whenever you are faced with a situation like that, so that you know how to do things differently when you come across a potential new love interest. Now, unrelated to the specific question, but it appears that there will indeed be a new love interest coming into your life this summer, and it could be a moment for you to apply the things that you have learned in past relationships. It seems that it is going to be a good experience for you, that you are going to be pretty much in control of the situation. Not saying that you are going to be controlling, but that things are going to happen on your terms, or not on your terms, but without crossing your boundaries, I would say. So it is an experience that's going to be positive for you, and that's what I can tell you.
Cool. Wasn't listening again.
Nice.
Wow. I was texting Nate at the same time whilst reading my cards. So there's always a reason. Are you doing Erica?
You're never listening. I can say, I hate Toni on and on while I'm reading, and you will listen.
I think it's your voice.
And she'll be like, that's nice.
That's nice. I don't care. Go, Di.
So, Erica, I'm not sure if it's something that you've had from childhood, a particular health condition, or it's something that's actually been genetic and you've kind of an inherited one in that sense. But I would say that that it kind of, in some aspects, it kind of comes in cycles. It cycles back around again for you. But I do believe that kind of like, I know it seems in a lot of ways that you're carrying a lot of burdens with that, so it's weighing heavily upon you, it's impacting heavily upon your life, whatever your health condition may be. It actually shows that, you know, you're trying to kind of you're trying to keep a beat about it, even though that there is like disappointment. It comes with some sacrifices, but I would say that you will be kind of either seeing a new doctor or seeing some kind of specialist, that is somebody that's actually, you know, you've got an affinity for. They are really going to be making a difference. It's like almost as if it's a fresh perspective in the ways in which things are going to be looking at it, and they're going to be providing you with some kind of medication or some regime which is actually going to be allow you to kind of have more control over your health and your life in that aspect, and it'll leave you really, you know, being able to kind of look towards the future, which is something that I'm feeling that you at times can't see beyond your health conditions, but coming up shortly, you will be able to kind of see a light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to get the correct kind of doctor or the correct specialist. I really do feel it's a specialist. It's going to be somebody within a hospital that you're going to be speaking to, and it's somebody that's going to actually, you know, be fantastic in the way that they actually not just approach you, but approach the way that they will be treating you, and it's going to make a massive difference, and there will be a significant improvement from that.
Yay!
Yay! We weren't listening either.
Yes, we were.
You can't understand me, Maria, anyway, to listen.
Send me audios so I would understand you.
All right. I will do Karen J. No, StreamYard hates you. We all know that. I will do Susanna. Brant, if you want to do Cheryl Feather, it's Anne Dark Rose. What do I need to concentrate on most through my liniment endorsement? Maria, if you do Tennille Inman, should I pursue my creative passions as a full-time career or my spiritual? There.
Okay. Endorsement. Okay. Do I do that next? No, we're all in row. Okay, Susanna, I had a look at your lovely theatre director and what the advice is. I will, sorry, I always put Maria on mute when she's shuffling. Can't hear you. In that, isn't it?
You love it.
She's in the naughty corner. Anyway, Susanna, I would say that this guy actually has some issues. He has some issues of his own, and that's not going away. But he's also very good at what he does. So it's kind of a, you know, there's two sides to it. He has his issues, but he's actually really good at what he does. And he can actually bring you a long way. He can help you move forward a long way. But you will have to put up with this, I would say, lack of social skills or lack of team building. He's very incapable when it comes to groups, and she's Maria gets her own back. I like it.
It's been a while, Maria. It's been a while.
But yeah, he lacks these traits, and that's not going to change. He is who he is, but he's also very good at what he does. So it's kind of your choice whether you want to work with that, but it will actually help you grow in certain areas. I will take Maria off mute.
Now you take me off mute. Thank you very much. The name of my querent was Tamil, right?
You're doing this one.
Yeah, Tamil. Tamil. Okay.
Oh, no.
So,
Okay, that's what Maria's asking.
what?
All right.
It's all right. We're just having an internal discussion here.
I'm confused. Doesn't take much.
Go, Maria.
So, Tanil, what I see here is that right now, if you pursue your creative projects as a career, you could kind of lose focus of what you want to create and what you want to do. And I see that as a result, you could end up putting your true passions to the side or not doing exactly what you want to do, which would end up causing for you to kind of resent having chosen this. I see, though, that there is a great potential in your creative projects, and that if you let it like run its natural course, I see that in the future there can be an opportunity for you to pursue this professionally, and that it is more about being in the right place at the right time than about trying to force this to become a thing. Professionally speaking, I would say wait and make sure that in the meanwhile you are creating what you intend to create without allowing the need for it to be profitable to kind of taint what you are creating, because in that way you are going to like maintain the essence of what you want to do, and you will make your creative projects find their own way into a market or into some sort of professional outlet. So I would say wait. When it comes to your spiritual gifts, what I see is that of course these are legit things. They are not as developed as they can be, and there is a whole lot of room for improvement here, but you are onto something here, and the more that you put into it, the more that you will get back.
Yeah, I listened.
Yeah. Were you bored?
Pat on the back there, made myself listen.
She forced herself.
Forced myself to listen. See, so I
Thank you.
one read I've listened to.
Wow.
I was just going to say, Susanna, it's not that he doesn't like you, it's that he is inept in some situations, or just a grumpy guy in some occasions. Brant, you had somebody?
Yes. My somebody wanted to know what they need to know to improve their Lenormand.
Oh, yeah. Let's find out who that was. That would be really good, wouldn't it?
Somebody. Yeah. Everybody's somebody.
Wait a minute. Is he here somewhere? Further down. Oh, no,
I was
'cause
trying to scroll through the chat, but I can't
didn't-
see it.
I didn't even see the Garth had asked.
We've missed a lot this evening.
Oh, this StreamYard thing is rubbish.
I know.
Bad crack.
No, because I'm right down at the bottom. Look,
It must be on somewhere else. You'll give him the.
I gave it.
It's vanished.
You gave it. It must have existed at some point, right?
I'm determined to find it.
They know who they are, Toni.
It's Cheryl Feather.
Cheryl Feather.
Oh, that's right, Cheryl. Okay,
And
right, Cheryl. So, I got what you need to work on to improve your Lenormand skills. I got marriage. I did gypsy, so I got marriage, malady, and sadness. You know, I couldn't. It's just me. I couldn't have a all sweet read. So this is what I'm going to say this means for you, Cheryl. I think you really need to stick with it. In gypsy, we use malady card as to take time away from things, take time to ourselves, you know, for self-care or whatever. time off. It's downtime. So I think, and then the following card is sadness. I think that if you just stick with it and use it in some way daily, that is going to be the best way that you can improve your Lenormand. I think if you look at it as, okay, here's my next certification, and you do your cert reads, it's going to be a lot harder for you than if you just try and make the Lenormand part of your everyday. And that's all I got to say about that.
I didn't listen. I'm very.
I did listen.
Good. It's pretty good.
We should get badges, stickers for when we listen.
Wow.
So Jane's gonna do Garth because we can't not do Garth.
How about little cat ears?
Yeah, I want a pair of those headphones with cat ears on, like PewDiePie used to have.
So I wondered, how will the move go from Y to Z on the public platform? How will that go? And how it'll go will depend on whether you want to jump off the roof, isn't it?
Hagalaz. Corizaz. Sevilla.
So I would say, there's a lot that's hidden. So yeah, it sets off on although there's that trepidation of like, oh hell, we're going to be going through that again. It actually turns out, it looks as if it's going to be something that's really positive, or a case of hoping for the best. And there's a real chance of things to really like organically move forward. I would say that sometimes it's going to feel like there's hit a wall and that the momentum's not there. I would say that with regards to that, I would say it's like somebody outside of the company that's actually like needing to do something different. There's something that's not been done correctly, or something that they can't really agree to do, or there's some agreement that's going to be needing to be amended in that way. But I really do see that actually with regards to the library and the workplace, the platform itself, it's actually going to come together. It's bringing everything together. It's going to bring, it's almost as if it's on different levels. It's actually going to be like kind of comprehensive, and it's bringing everything into balance. So a lot of the things that were wrong are actually being rectified, and I would say there's potential for it feels like, I want to say there's a potential for different departments to even be kind of, it's collating from a lot of different areas in that sense, if that makes sense.
Yay, good read for Garth. Yay.
I understood you.
Yeah, she understood you.
It's the first 20 minutes, half an hour, Maria, you're just kind of like...
Exactly, that's it. No, I understand you if I pay like really close attention.
That's called being attentive.
No, because I can understand Toni without paying as much attention.
It's called active listening skills.
You are so mean to me.
I wanted to apologize to everybody in the comments.
You're mean.
Oh, I really are crazy. We have missed a few, but we will be on at the same time next week. So if you get on right at the beginning and put your questions in as soon as we start, it doesn't get as bouncy right at the beginning. So 7 o'clock London, 2 p.m. New York City. We are on next Friday night as well. So thank you all for being here. Love and light.
Thank you.
And grand.
Don't you start that.
And what's your favorite fruit, everyone? Bye-bye.
Bye.